Hello and welcome back to Crypto Wizard. In this video, we'll explore HEX and what the future holds for all its investors. Do make sure that you subscribe though. Before we kick off from here, allow us to mention that this video does not represent investment advice, financial advice, or any other type of advice, and you should not regard any of it as such. The information in this video is provided solely for educational purposes and should not be taken as financial advice. Please notice that the price of cryptocurrencies often changes, therefore it may have changed to a completely new value by the time you look at this video. Perform your own research prior to making any investment decisions. Let's get started now. What we have for you today is one such chance that might prove to be quite beneficial in the long term. You might be wondering what we're discussing. Why do we claim that it is a cryptocurrency with enormous potential? Stay tuned to find out. We'll take a look at some recent developments with them, as well as to conduct an analysis of how well this cryptocurrency will do by the end of the day. HEX is currently regarded as a pure buying opportunity. Many people are unfamiliar with the coin HEX. So, without taking up too much of your time, let me explain how we'll look at the idea in broad terms, focusing just on the critical information that a potential investor needs to know. As of June 20th, 2021, the coin is ranked 201 out of all coins by market capitalization. It is typically regarded as a positive sign for a cryptocurrency to be among the first 500 top coins on the market. As a result, many people consider it to be one of the better coins on the market. Prices peaked at 0.086 cents on June 20th, 2021, and have been climbing ever since. The most recent increase peaked at 0.096 cents, after which it began to decline to the levels we indicated before. When we visited their website, we saw that the stakes averaged approximately 40% interest for a year. This would be significantly greater than the other available interest. It also claims to have over 200,000 HEX wallets, which they refer to as the characteristic of investment. These are the most frequent investment instruments that banks manage. Right now, growth is being held in check, and we're on the verge of blasting off to new heights and making a major impression in the market. In recent times, the charts have shown horizontal movement. There are several reasons why HEX prices will almost likely climb. However, it is likely that it will take time and it will not be sudden. This is a very positive indicator since it will assist the currency in expanding in a more consistent manner. To be able to maintain, we must guarantee that we see sustained growth in the market failing. This means that, while prices may rise, they will not remain stable for long and will eventually decrease. As a result, the odds are that the prices will rise in the future rather than in the near future. However, in the next several years, perhaps in the next 5 to 7 years, this might indicate a positive trend in pricing. This is a brand new technology that has to be adopted into the market. In fact, the HEX is still in its early stages of acceptance. The cheap transaction costs are the major reason why individuals have been eager to invest in the coin in large amounts. In other words, without the need for a middleman or any other sort of corruption, this will be an excellent method to generate interest. This was also the primary motivation for developing the concept of cryptocurrencies in the first place. As we progress through the early stages of HEX, we will be able to monitor the crypto evolution via the exponential curve. We will then be able to see the real potential of the coin. Bitcoin is possibly on par with this. At this point, cryptocurrency is more of a store of value than a marketable object. As a result, HEX has a long way to go before reaching that stage in its whole existence. However, even at that time, the odds are that we will be able to see some excellent development in HEX since the core goal of Bitcoin is much more distinct than anything else seen in the crypto industry. Once again, this coin will take a long time to reach that stage. As a result, we don't need to test such a situation at such an early stage, when even the commencement of exponential growth is a few years away. One point that has been made clear is that cryptocurrencies will not expand in a very short period of time. It will be an investment in the long run. However, the value of it will be great at some point in the future. Let's take a look at what happens when HEX begins to stabilize at a significant enough price. There will be those who will realize that there isn't another place that will give people with such high APY at that point in time. As a result, even then, a large number of individuals will pour into the same. This is quite rare, not just in regular banks, but also in cryptocurrency. Many coins only pay approximately 5% annual percentage yield for mining or staking, which is significantly lower than what we might earn at the moment. Due to the coin's high APY values, it has even been labeled a scam. However, it was easily dismissed by the community and the cryptocurrency as a whole. Since then, the community has remained on spot and has been strong enough to keep this concept going and avoid falling into the trap of believing that Hex is a scam. People gradually realized that this was not the case with Hex and that it was a legitimate coin. Since the Hex program mints the Hex owned by the user, it can always pay its debt. There is just one level of referral, thus it's not a pyramid. Scams need deception. Hex is a fully certified open platform for seeing and verifying software that you run. This was due to the fact that pricing remained stable and the community continued to expand to the point where it finally aided in winning the confidence of a large number of individuals. Running additional marketing campaigns is one of the ways we will be able to see Hex start expanding at an even faster rate. Since Hex has made many billionaires in recent years, there is a good probability that Bitcoin will be able to generate much larger profits by conducting more marketing campaigns and expanding cryptocurrency awareness. This will need greater investment and as a result a higher overall value for the currency. This will significantly improve its potential and individuals will be able to invest their money in the best possible areas. As a result, they are able to become millionaires legitimately. Advertisements will undoubtedly play a significant role in bringing more individuals into the market. Opportunities don't come around every day. However, once we found the right one, the profit we make from that point is largely determined by how well we utilize the opportunity. Another important factor that adds to the rise of this coin is the ability to margin trade. However, this is not recommended. Hex allows customers to take leveraged positions on both a short and long-term basis. This will lead to a lot more conjecture, which is something to keep an eye on. Hex, as interest-based blockchain technology, has promised to deliver the greatest return on investment. We've already seen a couple of reasons why they might be able to pull it off. However, the likelihood of them being completed efficiently is dependent on the mix of evidence of work and stake built on. The ERC-20 blockchain system is a one-of-a-kind approach to use a blockchain. The debut of this technology was fraught with controversy, with some accusing Hex of being a fraud. We've already come a long way from that, and based on current events, we may expect prices to rise by more than 20 cents by the end of August. This will be a beneficial price rise since it will hopefully provide support for subsequent price increases. As of June 20th, 2021, the price of Hex is 0.92 cents, and it is also in the red by around 2%. However, it is clear that the price has been steadily rising since the 28th of April 2021. It peaked at 0.06 cents when it began to decrease for a little period of time. Following a deficit, we saw the price regaining momentum and then forming yet another top, which is currently in place. The trend now appears to be consolidating by some margin. This suggests that we may be nearing the conclusion of this trend. If this is the case, we may expect a temporary drop in prices followed by a rebound, which will aid in the development of new support and as a result, further progress. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and if you want to show your support for the channel, all you have to do right now is take 2 seconds and press that thumbs up button and like this video.